Okay, so we'll see some of the easiest challenges that we have solved in TexsawCTF2024 CTF, starting with crazy cookie. The task says I can't seem to log into the account to this website. Can you help me get access? Okay, let's visit the website. We see there is a login page, and by default we try something like admin. It says you are not an admin. Okay, how do we approach a solution to this one? Well, the name says cookie, so there's gotta be something about the site's cookie. When we open the cookie panel from DevToys, we see there is a value and key value pair. It says role and this says user, so we try to change it to admin and refresh the page. Well, it shows the flag. This was a pretty simple one. Okay, moving on, we can check which one. Over 9,000 was a easy problem. Okay, help Goku get over 9,000 energy to defeat his enemy Vegeta and save the world. So let's visit the site. Okay, seems like a button. If we press it a couple of times, it says out of energy, try again. Okay, so we need to change this value to 9,000. Okay, this seems like a button, and it when we see the source for this page, we see it's calling something like a gathering energy folder, gathering energy function or something. So as this is a this function is directly called here, there should be something that is linked to this file, and that is the JavaScript file for this function. When we open this, we see a function that is working behind the scene. Well, after reviewing the function, we see it's counting the value and increasing the value and then posting it to this URL with this value of this what do you say, variable. Well, there can be two types of solution here. One, we can change this post request and we can send a manual post request with this value changed to 9,000 or 10,000, or we can just modify this function, and this function here is incrementing the value. How about we set it to 10,000 or something, save it and press this button. Okay, this one was pretty easy. This is the flag we are looking for. Okay, now moving on to somewhat complex or somewhat some that requires a bit of coding. Which one? Let's see. Okay, extreme security. This was also an easy one. This is saying we are so secure that we only allow requests from our origin to access the secret data. Okay, this one was actually pretty straightforward. This site says extremely secure. Oh, we can check the network requests. Okay, this one, we see the response, we see some headers. Okay, what did it say? Okay, from the header we see that some requests and some data. From the response header we see access control allow origin this website, so it's expecting to the origin to be this one. So we have I wrote this here, this one. So we wrote a function that is modifying the header request for this URL. Okay, and we are manually adding this part, origin. We are manually editing the request, browser request, and adding this part so that the web server thinks this is the request is from this website. Okay, so when we run this file, okay, missed the semicolon. Okay, when we run this, we get the CTF. Yeah, text. So this is your origin, something like that. So these were the pretty simple tasks in my opinion. We got to solve it in a few minutes. Another one that took a lot of time for us but was pretty simple was which one? I don't remember. saw some malware. No, malware is very hard. Break it free. No. Forked cave. No. Malicious threat. Yeah, this one. It says malicious threat. In the wake of the recent security breaches, it has become paramount to ensure integrity and safety to our systems. A routine audit of our admin activity log has revealed several anomalies that could suggest a breach or an attempted breach. These logs are critical to understanding and blah blah blah. Your task is to analyze the provided admin activity logs to identify any suspicious activities. Okay, so we download the logs file and open with any browser, text browser actually. So these are simple plain HTTP requests. We initially we overlooked so many things, but later we pointed out that there were some anomalies in this log as stated, especially from this IP. This was a local IP. From every pointed IP we see it got to some success page, right? Then it got access to admin config env file. Well, we know that .env files are used to store credentials and site keys and something like that. So it's sure that there is something wrong with this IP. So we go through all the requests from this IP. After a few lines, well, we didn't actually find it in the first time, if not even the fifth or seventh time. But later on we found out that when we found out it was the later steps are pretty easy. We saw that it got access to something like admin/uifile.io. Well, this seems like a website for file sharing and something. So we jump onto this website. Well, okay, we got access to a zip file, so we free download this file. In folder I already have this one unzipped. Well, there are so many CSV files that we needed to go through to check if we can find any CTF. Well, this one shows admin logs, user logs. We see some logs, and there we go, we have our CTF here. This is the line we were looking for. This one was pretty simple now that we check the answers, but finding out these logs, searching for this specific part was pretty hard, as we didn't have any previous knowledge of any of this. That's it. We solved some pretty other tough problems, especially this Sherlock one took a lot of time and a lot of thinking. Well, yeah, this was it.